Hey guys, I'm Colwen, back on another Transformers video day. I've got Transformers Fall of Cybertron Fireflight. I'm dropping his gun on me here. Thank you very much, man. That's a wonderful, wonderful way to start the video. Just start dropping stuff all over the place, right, man? Fireflight might be the wrong name. I will have the appropriate name up above, and I will just call him Fireflight for the remainder of the video. He shares the same body type as Full of Cybertron Shockwave. In fact, let me go ahead and bring in my phaser wave for comparison. Really, when they brought out Fireflight, they changed the chest, they changed the head, and they gave him a different weapon, and they did a different paint job also. Otherwise, it is the same figure minus all my modifications to my other one. Accessories-wise, he does come with basically 3 accessories. Let me go ahead and take those off of him, and we'll talk about those for a moment. He comes with this cool-looking plasma cannon thing going on, and like his mold mate, you can separate the weapons out. He has 2 barrels instead of 3 barrels, but otherwise it's the same thing. This is really the new part here, and what's really cool about this is you stick it back on there and you're able to fold out this really wicked looking blade here. I like that. And I actually trimmed down the plastic here a little bit so it would fit better around his hands. Yeah, tuck the blade under his shoulder so it doesn't stab him in the side. And then he had this weird sword thing that can split open into 3 blades and 2 blades, whatever. And it originally had a hole in the bottom so I could peg onto a spot in his vehicle mode. And like, this sword's alright, but I'm really thinking about just gluing it in place and giving it to somebody else. Yeah, it's just, this sword really isn't that great. We need to bring in my comparison shots. Here is Film Noir Spider-Man. Here is Scourge. And we have Hubcap. And there's Soda Can. And let me bring in the car guys from Siege. Excuse you. There we go. Articulation. Well, one, let me show off how cool that blade looks when he's fully extended. Like, he's got this, like, there's some massive reach on that melee weapon, and he still has the 2 barrels on the side of it. So that is a gun blade. We will put that there. He does have hands in both arms. They don't really have any articulation other than the hinge inward, so I'm going to close them up and come on. Blaster cannon hands. I didn't show that off with the other guy, but come on. Blaster cannon hands. I think Cyclonus does that, doesn't he? I like that head sculpt. That is just, you know, that's like, I don't know why I say it's absolutely Autobot, but it's like, it's mean Autobot kind of. You know, it's almost Decepticon-y, but like not quite. I did add in a bunch of silver paint and a bunch of different stuff. This silver paint here is all original, but this silver paint and some gold paint here and there I added in. That's all original silver. He's got a swivel on the head. He's got swivel shoulders with an in and out hinge. He's got this weird hinge here, but that's more for transformation. Ball jointed elbows. Nothing at the waist. You know, again, they could have found something maybe, but like, nah, it's alright. Ball jointed hips. At the knee swivel. Very nice knee bend and a little toe articulation going on. So he transforms just the same way as Shockwave does. You're going to take the shoulders, you're going to hinge them down and away from the body, get them out of the way. You're going to take this entire chest section and flip it back on itself while pushing the head down. And when you do transform it back to robot mode, there's a nice little spring-loaded hinge clip thing in there that'll let you pop the head up. So okay, so we've transformed his head back there. Now he's going to float up in the air. You're going to take his toes, flip those up, and peg the legs together. Come back here to the arms. And so you've got the arms like this for robot mode. Turn them to where the shoulders are facing downwards, and so that this slot and this tab can go together. And then there's some other tabs inside there that will go together. Now I need to align the forearms up together. And now using these hinges here, pardon, hinge both arms up so you can get them to peg in there. And then you're going to end up with the upper arms in this weird position. But it's cool because you got these exposed thrusters and stuff. Flip the wings down. Now, we gotta take this part here. Now, on Shockwave, the main cannon would peg into the front section up in here. But on this one, you need to use this little tab back here and sneak it in here and tab it into the back of his butt. And then you can close things over, and we will swivel these panels around to complete the look. Fireflight's gun doesn't really mount in very well. It is going to be kind of loose and kind of but pardon. Now, normally the sword pegs on top here, but now that I've added that other peg onto it, I can actually take it and put it on top of his other gun like that. And there we have Fireflight in his spaceship mode thing. Go get me some cough medicine. Alright. So, we got Firefly here in his vehicle mode. And again, that was supposed to peg up there, but I'm going to just give that to somebody else eventually. Let me bring in Phaser Wave. And you can see, again, just how similar the Shockwave mold and the Fireflight mold is. Really, the biggest difference is in the weapon underneath. Shockwave has the big old cannon thing they can peg in between the legs, and then still has the weapon part to peg into the back of the waist. But Fireflight just has the peg piece, so the weapon ends up kind of just floating out there. But it's secure enough. It's secure enough. Let me bring in Scourge and Hubcap. Let's bring up in here. Can I get you to stand up on your... Okay, not quite. But there he is next to the film noir and soda can. And we've got him with Barricade and the dead Autobot. It's a cool looking, fun mold. It's Shockwave, but he's got melee weapons, you know. It's gold and burgundy instead of purple and silver. The Fireflight's an alright figure. I think it holds the same price range. It's going to be about $25-30 loose complete, maybe even less, and about $40 in the packaging. I can recommend it. If you like the Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, go get yourself a Fall of Cybertron Fireflight for him to duke it out with, you know. It's funny how his Autobot insignia ends up upside down, almost like he's meant to fly like this, maybe. That might be interesting. I might have to play around with that idea a little bit. There we go. Maybe that's supposed to be his vehicle mode. Okay, I'm Colwen. That was Transformers Fall of Cybertron Fireflight. Good figure. Go check it out. Thank you for watching.